Well, hello and welcome back, everyone. It is great to speak with you again, and I want to remind you that today's segment is the last one of my free 12-part mini course. And I am so thrilled that you have been listening and learning, and I truly encourage you to keep on going towards making your dreams a reality. Okay, so I hope you're feeling good and excited about today's topic for discussion, because today we're going to talk about landing your first job as an actor. Now, maybe it's a student film or a commercial or an independent film or a theater production. Whatever it is, when you get hired for your first job as an actor, you should feel really proud of yourself, just as you should each and every time that you get a role. Because as I have said a few times, it takes hard work and perseverance to make it as an actor. And there will be plenty of times that you don't get the job, so when you do, you need to pat yourself on the back and remind yourself that the hard work that you put into getting yourself well trained has paid off. They chose you above everyone else, and that is definitely something to be proud of and to feel really good about. But remember, an actor's life is a process, and each job can lead to another, often working with the same actors, crews, directors, producers, etc. So that's great that you got your first job. Now you want to make sure you keep on getting jobs. All right? And one way you can do that is by remembering to act professionally at all times. So that means being on time. In fact, a little early is better. Every day or night that you are requested to be there. Whether it be for rehearsals or wardrobe fittings, it doesn't matter. Never, never be late. Also, you should keep a positive attitude. Whatever you do not want to be known as the complainer. Hey, there will be times that the hours are long or the conditions for shooting aren't ideal. Maybe the food they're serving isn't your favorite. Whatever it may be, no one likes a whiner, and it won't help you to get another job. Remember, the entertainment business is pretty close-knit, and word can get around pretty easily. So make sure that you are on time, prepared. For example, know your lines if you have them, and be polite and gracious. I have had actors in the past show up late or not prepared or in a negative mood. Unfortunately, I didn't know that they were, capable of this type of unprofessionalism, because if I had, I wouldn't have agreed to be their agent. But the fact is, whenever there was an actor who was not professional in one of these areas, I ultimately got a phone call from the set. So don't fool yourself by thinking that it might be possible to get away with it. Professional actors, crews, directors, producers, they want to work with other professionals. So make sure you always maintain your professionalism. The actors that I have represented that were always professional and gracious, I got calls about them too, to tell me how much they enjoyed working with them and often to book them on another job. Okay? So what you should expect when you get hired to work as an actor. Okay, so what should you expect when you get hired to work as an actor? Well, it really depends on whether it is a film, a TV, or a theater production, or a commercial production. It also depends on what the size of the role is. If it is a theater project, you will likely have rehearsals for weeks before the actual opening, and then probably you will be required to perform every day for the duration of the run. If you're hired on a film or TV show, depending how big the role is, you may only be required for one day, maybe only a couple of hours. Or maybe if it is a larger role, you could be needed for many days, spread out over the course of a few months. A commercial would normally only require you for one full day. Whatever the case may be, your agent, if you have one, or the casting director, if you don't, will provide you with your schedule ahead of time. But keep in mind, film TV sets schedules can change a lot. Okay, so particularly if the scenes are outside, then weather and sunlight can play a hand in the schedules. One thing for sure is that you often may know what days you will be working, but you likely won't be given your official on-set time until they have finished the prior day's shooting. Now, when it comes to getting paid, don't expect much in the beginning of your career, okay? Student films, community theaters, and low-budget independents don't often pay. But remember, in the beginning, you can't put a price tag on the experience. Getting a chance to play a lead role in a movie or a play is wonderful for a new actor, and is pretty unlikely to happen on a big budget film that pays. So these opportunities, though maybe not padding your wallet, are some of the best training that you will receive. Now, so depending on the type of acting job that you're working on, you may or may not get paid. But you will, however, know way before you accept the job what the pay is, if there is one, okay? Now, pay scales are divided generally into union and non-union pay scales. Union productions have standard set rates, usually based on an 8-hour day, with overtime on top of that, and what they call a buyout on top of that. Union commercials are slightly different, as in there is no buyout, but residuals are paid instead. Non-union work pay scales can vary enormously, from no pay to $100 to $200 a day to thousands potentially in non-union commercials. It can be a little complicated to explain the specifics because whether union or non-union, there are a lot of variables that can determine your ultimate payment. Bottom line, you got a job and you're working your way up, so that's good. So you know, as I have said before, there are a lot more details regarding today's topic and the other topics we covered in the free 12-part mini course. I put together the mini course as an overview of getting started in acting, and it is filled with important and valuable information. But there is a lot to learn, and the more that you know, the more successful that you will be. So I hope the mini course taught you a lot and ignited your desire to learn more and to move forward in getting started as an actor. You know, you took the initial step by completing my mini course, and that is a great beginning. Now, if you're really serious about getting started and working as an actor, you need to broaden your knowledge in more areas, and you need to fine-tune your knowledge from the topics that we discussed in the mini course. Knowledge is key, guys, particularly in the beginning of an actor's career. You want to make sure you know what you're doing and how to do things the right way without wasting time or money or presenting yourself the wrong way. Your future as an actor, whether full-time or part-time, can be an incredible and rewarding journey. I just want to make sure that you avoid the mistakes, okay? And you will if you're provided the right information. There are many subjects that I didn't cover in the mini course. Things like how to get the right headshot, specifics on how to market yourself effectively, contracts, specific income expectations, details on the unions, other jobs behind the cameras, exactly how to set up your resume, how to take charge of your acting career, how to specifically get an agent, how to use the websites to look for acting jobs, how to get the right training, how to make an acting reel. There is a wealth of information available in my full training course at thetruthaboutacting.com, and I truly hope you check it out because this is just the beginning, my friends, and I want to see you on the silver screen, okay? So I hope we meet again in my full training course at thetruthaboutacting.com, and I wish you all the best. Just remember, everything and anything is possible if you know what you're doing.